one of the joys of collecting is some of the detours that you get on and you don't expect. So recently I made a purchase of one of these We Are Rewind cassette players, and it set me down on an interesting path because I love tapes. I make mixtapes off of my record collection, and they've been a part of, they've been a part of my life, my entire life, but there's been, there was a resurgence for me of utilizing the cassette tape, around 2017. Me and my friend love to make mixtapes, and I really think the sound of vinyl to cassette tape is a special thing, and I really like to play with that. But I haven't really like collected cassette tapes or listened to them too much. Like, I have a handful, haven't really thrown them on, but having a portable cassette tape player really shifted things, because I kind of found out, I was like, oh, this is sort of originally how I listened to headphones, and I really like how warm and soft the sound of a cassette is in headphones. It's a little less harsh. Like, I can't, recently, in like probably the last 10 years, I haven't listened to headphones a lot. I'd rather just listen to music out loud or not at all. But this has kind of got me back into headphones, and what I found myself gravitating towards is utilizing the cassette player with some of my ambient mixtapes that I've made, and I would meditate with them. And so that kind of got me down a path of like, I think I kind of want my favorite ambient albums on cassette tape. And so this is the ambient album. These are not quite as used to wrangling a stack of cassettes, but yeah, this is the ambient album stack. Is that upside down? Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, there we go. So there's a couple more, or there's one more coming, but I figured I would just dive in. So a lot of Roger Eno, a lot of Harold Budd, and this is kind of the bulk of what I could find. Because cassette tapes are unique, like in the sense that there's not a lot of like new, there's some stuff that's new that's in print, but certainly not in the ambient vein. So we'll just get right to it. I kicked it off with this album that I don't actually own on any other format. I have the soundtrack for I Know This Much Is True, which has a lot of Harold Budd, so it has a couple of selections off this, but this one's amazing. Like, gotten some really amazing deep meditations out of this tape. Then we've got, and by the way, it's called The Serpent and Quicksilver, and it also includes the album Abandoned Cities, which those two tracks are incredible. Then we've got The White Arcades, and I have this on vinyl, but it's also a great little tape. This one, it's a little bit more acoustic instrumentation, so it isn't my favorite. I kind of prefer Harold Budd in his, I don't know, in his specific kind of synthy, reverberated piano zone. That's the Dawn's Early Light. Don't mind John jumping around the camera. This is incredible. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Voices by Roger Eno. I love the, this is my shit. I love the instrumentation and the entire sound of that album. Then of course we've got Harold, the first of two Harold Budd and Brian Eno collaborations. This is Ambient 2, The Plateaux of Mir. And then, fortunately, right on its heels, came the Pearl, which is, I think, their best collaboration. It's hard to compare. They're both incredible. And then the original, the OG, I feel like this also came, this is like original issue because it's Ambient number 1. I've never seen the number sign included. It's always just Ambient 1. But yeah. Then we've got Fripp and Eno, Evening Star. And man, an index of metals. That's a pretty droney. I did that meditation last week. It's pretty droney. And then we have the Moon and the Melody. I think, right? The Moon and the Melodies. This is the Cocteau Twins Harold Budd collaboration, and unfortunately, which I had a pretty good streak going, but unfortunately that tape is having issues. Like, it plays, but it warbles like insanely. Really weird sounds coming out of that tape. So you win some, you lose some.